Finally, Gray has come back to the podcast along with everybody else. I am, again, Gray, here with my co-host.
Arby's Bear cut the check.
Jeremy, I have ended my holdout.
Yeah, no shit.
Better than Trey Hendrickson.
Right.
Yeah, or Micah Parsons.
No, he's not holding out. He just wants to get traded.
He's not playing. He might
Oh,
play. He's got 1 year left on his deal.
he's going to play. I
Well,
don't
either
think
A, they better trade him, or B, give him his money.
exactly. I mean, something has to happen.
Yeah.
Which it's Jerry Jones. Everyone knows he's gonna get paid, so
Mm-hmm.
he's just being Jerry. You gotta wait till that Netflix documentary comes out here next week so it can have some hype around it.
Thought it came out today.
Did it?
Might
I
have.
thought it was next Tuesday.
I don't know. You might be
Okay.
right. Well, thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments of Time. Check him out on Facebook with Sanderson Music. Give him a follow on X and Instagram. The songs by Wes. Thank you to All Wear Clothing. Visit allwearclothing.com. Mention Overline Podcast. And Brandon will hook you up with that deal. Yes, it is on now. It came out today. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call. And Storage. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not
Shanghai, China.
China. Yeah, he hooked it up and gave me a nice deal on storing a couple of trailers and trucks and box trucks and merch equipment for the next 3 weeks before we go to Notre Dame. So appreciate you, Sean. Thank you to Sparty Steve, Paper Denim Art, Great Key Merch, and last but not least, Connell Barrett at datingtransformation.com.
Now make sure you get over to datingtransformation.com and get that free consultation when you mention Over the Line Podcast. And in the meantime, get to amazon.com and buy Connell's book, Dating Sucks. But you don't. He's actually in town this week. I saw him this last weekend. He had a client in Detroit, which normally he doesn't fly to, but he wanted to come visit the family. So I got to see him Sunday, which was nice. Haven't seen him in probably about 8 months. Business is booming, though. Business is booming.
Still the dating transformation stuff.
Yep. That's what he was doing with a gentleman in Detroit. So it was good.
That's awesome.
He said he hinted that maybe in the future there may be a second book, but he didn't give me any spoilers on it. So I don't know that for sure, but I think one might be coming. We'll see.
Nice. Well, good luck, Connell. Glad to hear he's doing well. And let's just get right into it. We said we're going to try to smash in some episodes tonight. We got 4 of them to try to do. So take it away, Bear.
Yeah, I mean, let's start off really fast with golf last week. We had the BMW Championship in Caves Valley. And you guessed it, Scotty Scheffler, another dub without his normal caddy, Ted Scott, on the bags. Had some family issues. He will be back this week for the Tour Championship. Scotty's having an absolute monster year. Gets the dub. Robert McIntyre kind of choked away. He led the entire weekend, or led the entire week, I should say, and ended up blowing up on the first few holes and just couldn't make any birdies on Sunday. So Scotty wins the BMW Championship. Now, as it was in years past, going to the Tour Championship, it really doesn't matter because everyone is even. We're not starting at 10 under, 9 under, blah, blah, blah. That everyone is at even. So the top 30 guys are all at even. So it is a normal, quote unquote, event this week. No one's starting anywhere higher because starting Scotty at 10 under just isn't fair. It just isn't. Let's be honest. So excited for that. You know, it'll make for a good Tour Championship. But for the podcast, we already had a winner after the St. Jude Invitational, which was Gray. He already got the dub, so these last 2 weeks don't quote unquote matter for the podcast. It's already wrapped up. Gray was up by 83 going into the BMW Championship. And for those not familiar, the BMW Championship only had 50 golfers, and the Tour Championship only has 30. So it was mathematically impossible for Gary to lose more than 80 spots. So
I love math.
gotta love that math. So yep, congratulations to Gray for his golf dub. For us last week, we did make picks though. Ricky Fowler got a 7 for me. Harris English got a 12 for Gray. JJ Spawn got a 23 for Parrott, and Xander got a 28 for Jeremy. Going into this last week again, Tour Championship. Most people have been picked. Gray and I both on JJ Spawn. Parrot has Justin Rose. Jeremy, who in the top 30 are you taking this week?
I don't think I picked him. I'm going with Tommy Fleetwood.
All right, Tommy to get his first win would be a crazy win. Since he hasn't gotten one, but it would be about a $20 million win if he wins a Tour Championship this week. Also, we are all still up for grabs, which is absolutely hilarious for the FedEx Cup champion because it does start at even. So we're all alive. Everyone's in it. Rory is technically number two. Hovland made it. Scotty Scheffler is in. Obviously,
Hovland
he's
did
number
make it.
one. Hovland did make it, correct? Yep, he's in
Oh,
there.
then I'm changing my pick.
Um, and Russell Henley is also in. So every single one of us have an opportunity to win another championship if their golfer wins, which again, the funniest thing about it, Cody made one pick at the beginning of the year with Scotty Scheffler. He could come away with the title for the FedEx Cup champ, which would be it would just make sense, wouldn't it? That would just make sense to happen. So yeah, it'll be should be a fun week at the Tour Championship. But yeah, after that, golf is really, I mean, the PGA Tour season's over. They'll start back up here in a couple weeks, but then the Ryder Cup will have in about a month, which should be a pretty good Ryder Cup. USA versus Europe, and there's like going to be a lot of controversy, not controversy, but to see if Keegan Bradley's going to play. If he's just going to, he's the captain, but is he going to be a playing captain? Is he just going to play and promote like Tiger or have his other captains go? We're going to see how it is. But it make for some good drama here coming down the stretch for the Ryder Cup on American soil. They got to win it this year. They have not won a Ryder Cup in a little while, so they need to win this one.
But
Oh,
Scotty did have a hell of a chip in. That
yeah,
was wild
on
on 17.
17. Yeah, that was insane. Absolutely insane by Scotty. So clutch, man.
He
Just
should he
so
should have
good.
said he should have done his thing. Scheffler from Gil
This would have been great
would have
Scheffler.
been clutch.
But yeah, I mean, dude is unbelievable. Unbelievable. So yeah, a little bittersweet that golf's over this week, but not too bad. Not too bad because we're
And
getting
and
into busy season.
the best thing is like when they asked him about the Masters, and getting the jacket, and he's like, it's not going to change me as a person, as a human. Uh, you know, family's number one, all this, that, and the other. I was like, love that. He's just,
Mhm.
he's good, and it's not the number one thing to him. He just happened to
Nope.
be gifted as the best golfer in the world. Probably, maybe we'll see over time if he's the best golfer ever.
Yeah. I mean, Scotty, it's in a time and place where everyone is off for the that and winning everything, winning the Masters for Rory was everything, right? That was his life, not his wife and his kid. Scotty, it's this is his hobby, man. This is just what pays the bills.
It's his job.
It
Like,
just happens to pay all the bills and more, and Bennett's
yeah,
bills and his kids' bills. So
like Jokic. Same thing. He's like, when's the parade? Thursday? I can't go home till Thursday.
yeah.
I just want to
Yeah.
go home, you know.
Yeah.
And he's
Hmm.
like, the job is done. Like it's work for them. You
Exactly.
Yeah.
forget that you forget for these guys that there are guys out there that they'd rather be home. Like this is their job,
Right.
Yeah.
and they
When you're on
they
the
just
road that much, man, it takes
Yeah.
a
it's a
toll.
lot,
So
Hmm.
and
with
give
that
him
being
credit.
said, do you guys think he might retire younger because of that?
Eh, I
And
think he's gonna want his son to grow up and watch him play. So
hmm
I would be willing to guess at least another 10 years of Scotty Scheffler, right? And it's
hmm
golf. I mean, you can lose it
Yeah,
like that.
right.
So
Right.
it's not like it's something that unfortunately, it's just there forever. It is, but yeah, I mean, I think he can be easily on top of the game for another 5 to 10 years with ease. With ease.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I love to see it. He's a family man, all that good stuff. You can just tell he's a good dude. So it's great to see what he's doing, and his family's with him every time he wins. It's funny because that's what I saw. They're like, "Oh, here's our weekly Bennett update since he wins every week, so we get to see his kid pretty much grow up right in front of us."
Right.
Uh, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Missed an
So
update.
Yeah.
real quick. That was the 32nd title for Gray. I have
Okay.
a 19 title lead. It's like a
Okay.
dynasty over here. But for golf, that is 4 years in a row.
Very nice. Very
Now I
nice.
just got to win NASCAR.
That that's going to be a tough
I think
one.
I won it. I think I won it once. I don't know,
I think
but
NASCAR is one of those that it seems like it goes back and forth between everybody, doesn't it?
yeah, pretty sure it does. Like just looking back, I think la who, excuse me, who was our winner last year? It was uh
Parrot?
oh, Gray. I won. So I won last year,
Okay.
and the year before that, I know Parrot won one year, and we were just like floored by it. Parrot won the year
That was Parrot.
before.
Yep, that was Parrot. And I think I won the year before that, I want to say. Because I know that we haven't had like a repeat winner in NASCAR.
You you did win the year before that. You beat me by a couple points. So you beat me by point two. So you had 517 and I had 526. I was ahead going into the last race, and my guy finished 28th, Chase Elliott, and you had Ross Chastain, and he finished third.
Hell
And
yeah.
then my thing was Chase Elliott, and in parentheses, let's fucking go, Ross.
Yeah, Chase Elliott fucked me this week in NASCAR, I tell you that. Took me back to
Let's who
Biden league. But
let's see who won in 21. 21 was also Bear.
okay.
So you won in 21 and 22. And then let's see, 20. The days are over was also Bear.
I three-peated, huh?
Yeah, let's see who won in 19. I think Dub won the first year, didn't he? Yeah, it was Dub.
Yep.
So Dub won 19, then you three-peated, and then
Parrot, then you.
yep, Parrot, then me.
And then
Jeremy's got to get him one eventually.
I mean, it could be this
Hopefully.
year. Could be
Hopefully.
this year. Yeah, in Richmond, after Richmond, actually Jeremy he did gain we all gained ground on Parrot, which is nice. Um, but yeah, Richmond. Why am I blanking on who the hell won the race? Um,
Austin Dillon.
Austin Dillon, yeah, Jesus. I had totally blanked on. I'm looking here at Bowman at two, and I'm like, who the hell won? Yeah, Austin Dillon gets himself into the playoffs. That is correct. Kind of dominated the back half of the race, actually. Did really well. So good for him, man. He did it last year, right? He took out Hamlin, and it was a big controversy, docked points out of the playoffs. This year, it's legit. So he gets into the playoffs legitimate this year. So we got an RCR car in the playoffs. Yeah, everyone would think it'd be Kyle Busch, but nope, Austin Dillon. Maybe it'll be Kyle this week. Probably not. Um, so last week for us, Bowman, I got Bowman finished second. Dub and Cody didn't pick. Gray got a 16 out of Kyle Busch. Jeremy got a 16 out of Kyle Busch. And Parrott got a 28 out of Bubba Wallace, who was crushing the first part of the race and decided to drive off without his tire being secured, which pretty much killed the rest of the race for him. So what I wanted to do as well, I forgot to have the NASCAR standings up for the playoffs. Um,
Playoffs.
playoffs. So for the playoffs, where's that cut line at? So we have 14 in for sure. Denny Hamlin, Shane Van Gisbergen, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, William Byron, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric, Josh Berry, and Austin Dillon. Tyler Reddick, 89 points to the good. Alex Bowman, 60 points to the good. Below on the cut line, we got Chris Buescher, 60 back. Priest, 94 back. Kyle Busch, 148 back. Ty Gibbs, 173 back. Pretty much anyone below the bubble here has to win. Buescher Buescher can like win the first two stages and finish second if Reddick or I mean if Bowman has a bad race and can get in probably, but that's about it. Like there's really no way for any of these guys below the bubble to point in besides something super crazy. So pending doom, Bowman there. Reddick, I would think pretty much is in. He's probably just got to finish the first stage, get points, and he's good. But yeah, and the crazy thing is, dude, I think any of these, I mean, this is nuts. Any of these guys can go win it, right? I could see a Brad Keselowski in 22nd, Carson Hocevar, McDowell, great speed, great super speedway racer, Ricky Stenhouse. Can Cody Ware pull it off? Who knows? We'll see. Ty Dillon. So it's going to be a fun race at Daytona under the lights Saturday night, man. There's no better race before the playoffs. It's going to be a blast. But yeah, Coke Zero 400 Saturday night, Daytona. Updated standings. Parrott still leading the way, 16.4. Jeremy right behind him, 17.1. Myself at 18.6 and Gray at 19.2. The other two, they don't pick, so we're done with them.
Here, I just figured this out, Bear. I found it all. I won, so golf, real quick. I won in 19, Dub won in 20, or you won in 20. You beat me by a few. Dub won in 21, and I've won since.
Okay,
Jesus.
that's solid. That's solid. NASCAR a little more, but we got some three-peaters in here. So this week, Parrott, your leader, going with Ryan Preece to get himself into the playoffs with a win. Jeremy?
Okay, so do me a favor. Can you check back at the first Daytona and see who I picked? I think it was
John
Bubba
Hunter
Wallace.
Nemechek.
John
Okay.
Hunter Nemechek.
Okay, so I'm going Bubba Wallace this time. I was torn between the two.
Okay, I like it. You are good on Bubba. And just to remind everybody as well, we reset after this, so we get all the drivers back for the last 10 for the playoffs. So this is the last one where we don't get to mix up on picks here. I'm going with the guy who's won Daytona before. Great super speedway racer. Ford's always fast here. Let's give me Austin Cindric to win the race here. Doesn't need to. He's already in the playoffs, but I like Cindric this week. He just always seems to keep his nose clean at Daytona. Right?
Brusher, baby.
He deserves to get in. He should have had 2 wins this year. Too bad.
Yes, he should have.
Too bad. But hey, he can still do it. I can see it happen. It'll be interesting when it comes down and you got Keselowski and Busher and Preece all up there. What's gonna happen? You got to let one of them in, right? Brad needs someone on his team to be in.
Is Brad
Uh,
in? He's
no,
in.
he's
No?
22nd. Yep.
Oh,
He
he's done.
finished second at a race he should have won and should have bet in. But yeah, last race of the regular season. 10 more to go in NASCAR. We will regroup after Daytona and figure it out, bud.
We'll figure it out. We always do. Damn,
And
when's the last time we used a football sheet?
probably when I updated it earlier this week.
February is the last time I opened it.
Yep, we last year NCAA winner was Jeremy. I think that was his first
Oh,
title,
there
if
we
I'm not
go.
mistaken.
Yeah.
4 of us had Ohio State that won the title. And the yeah, I mean, so we had 4 with Ohio State with the title. Jeremy won overall, which pretty much we do every top 10 game plus Toledo, BG, and Notre Dame. This is week 0. We don't have a top 10 game, but we do have a ranked matchup in Dublin, which we've played the last few weeks. We have number 17 Kansas State as the 3-point favorite over number 22 Iowa State. I'll start us off. We'll just go with this game very fast, and then we'll roll into our top 4 and champs and whatnot for the year. I'm going to Iowa State, though. I think Iowa State pulls the upset here in Ireland and beats Kansas State in the lower scoring game.
Yes, agreed. Iowa State.
Yeah,
Give me
I
Iowa
agree
State
too.
with the 3 and the upset.
Yeah, I like Iowa State to win this.
Yeah, the line was 3.5 on Monday, and it moved to 3 when I was putting this in because I had it at 3.5, and I saw it just updated and it changed. I was like, damn it. So we got they were all in Iowa State +3, taking the points in Ireland. I like it. All right, over to our top four for the year. This one will be interesting. Um, I think this is going to be one of the tougher years to pick college football. Um,
Yeah.
honestly, like I feel like there isn't that team this year that I look at and go, damn, like they're going to be. I mean, someone to reckon with, right? They ranked Penn State over Ohio State in the opening poll. Like they're two, Ohio State's three. Um, your top 25. We'll just run it down for you preseason. Texas 1, Penn State 2, Ohio State 3, Clemson 4, Georgia 5, Notre Dame 6, Oregon 7, Alabama 8, LSU 9, Miami, the U 10, 11 Arizona State, 12 Illinois, 13 South Carolina, 14 Michigan, 15 Florida, 16 SMU, 17 Kansas State, 18 Oklahoma, 19 Texas A&M, 20 Indiana, 21 Ole Miss, 22 Iowa State, 23 Texas Tech, 24 Tennessee, and 25 Boise State. That is your top 25 for this year. And honestly, I just don't see a team out there that I'm like, they scare me, right? Like even Ohio State, they lost a lot of
No,
guys. There's talent.
they did.
Lost a lot of Texas, lost a lot of guys. There's talent. Are they going to do something with it? Penn State didn't lose a lot of guys. Did lose Abdul Carter, the best defensive player, in college football last year. But offense is still there. Problem is James Franklin's still their coach. Notre Dame starting a true freshman quarterback, Lloyd Carr's grandson. Oregon lost a lot. Alabama, can Kalen DeBoer get over it? It's like, is there, what are they, what's going on around there that, you know, we see with college football here and with, a 12-team playoff? Hey, see what we got. But I'll start us off, let you guys think a little bit. So my top four, I guess, is this top four or final four? This is final four, right? Final four.
Yeah. Our final four because there's 12 teams that make the playoff.
Yeah. So this is our final four. This will be our two national or our semis, and then we'll have our title in there.
Which, just as a reminder, Bear and I on the podcast picked the entire playoff all the way through and
Yeah.
agreed on every single matchup. Now, I wish I would have parlayed that. I will tell you I did not, because that would have been a fuck ton of money.
Yeah. I wish I would have as well. That would have been very nice. Very nice. Um, so for me this year, I'm going number one. I'm going with the Bulldogs. I think Georgia's gonna have a super good team this year. They're getting overlooked. I don't know why they're fifth. I don't get it. I like that kid that came in last year, and even though he lost to Notre Dame, he looked decent. They got a good squad, so I got to go with Georgia one. Their schedule isn't super tough. It's not as bad as Texas, Penn State, Ohio State, blah blah blah. So I'm going Georgia one. Two, I'm gonna go with Ohio State here. I do think that they beat Texas here. Um, next week and a half. And they got to get through Penn State. They got to get over the Michigan hump. But I see Ohio State being number two in the Final Four here. My number three team, I'm gonna go with Texas. I think that after Ohio State, they pretty much run the gauntlet, get themselves in there. Um, pretty much make a case as a Georgia Texas SEC title game and get them higher seeds because of that. Only lost Ohio State, run through, get to the SEC title game, lose to Georgia. Maybe that drops them a little bit as two, but I think with those two losses, if you lose to the number three team at home and the number one team in the SEC title game, you still are top four, in my opinion. And then number four, I don't like this at all. I don't think I like anything like this. I think a lot of these teams are blah. But I gotta go with the team that was there last year, and we're gonna go with Penn State. They don't really have much of a schedule. I mean, they got to get by Ohio State this year. That's about it. I don't have too much from there. So, yeah, Georgia, Ohio State, Texas, Penn State is my top four. Two SEC teams and two Big Ten teams. Great.
So, I'm all about redemption and all that shit. I like that. I like it. I like it a lot. So give me the Buckeyes at one, because, yeah, got to beat them, kids. Number two, give me Georgia, Georgia. Number three, give me Texas. I mean, SEC's tough, man. Think maybe they do beat Ohio State, but Ohio State runs the table after that. Texas, SEC's tough, man. And then four, I would love to say Penn State, but fuck James Franklin. So I'm gonna go with the other guy that I absolutely fucking hate, uh, Dabo Swinney. So give me Clemson, because there's fucking nothing there, and it just makes sense. So I think that's where I'm gonna sit. We don't have to pick champion yet,
Yep,
because
we'll do
Jeremy.
that. We'll do that after Jeremy picks his four.
Okay. This is tough for sure, like you guys said. I'm gonna go with a little bit of a surprise at number one. I'm gonna go with Oregon. I just think their schedule's really easy to start off, and I think they're gonna build momentum as the year goes on. And I like Oregon. And then number two, I
And
agree. Yep,
and they're
sorry.
getting two billion from Phil Knight.
Hmm.
That always helps. Number two, I agree with you guys. I can't stand Penn State, but I gotta put them up there. They're just they're pretty loaded. Um, and then
James Franklin's still the coach.
continuing with teams we all can't stand, but I gotta put Notre Dame up there. Um, I went with them last year too, pretty high.
Don't
And
worry,
then
Sorry,
Dub's gonna double have him winning the title, so you're good.
sorry, you had Jeremy, you had Penn State two, Notre Dame three. My apologies.
Yep.
yep.
Okay. I just got a text. Our team ended up winning the semis, so they're in the championship for golf next week, which is awesome. So,
Nice.
And you're not in that?
I didn't play this week because they wanted to everyone that was playing on the other team was a single handicap, and we have a couple good double digits, and it worked because they won 3-1. So, yeah, and of course I'm out of town next week, so I don't even get to play in the championship, which stinks. I played in the championship last year and tied my guy, and we ended up losing in a playoff. I didn't get to play that playoff, but we ended up losing in a playoff. I'm on a different team this year, so I made the championship 2 years in a row. I would be thinking that maybe it's me, but I'm not going to throw that out there.
Might be right.
Yeah. All right, and then my number four team, continuing the trend of teams I can't stand, but you just know Clemson's gonna be back this year. Ah, so I got Clemson at number four.
Okay. Wow. That would be like the ultimate hate fuck of a Final Four
Yes,
there, Jeremy. Goodness.
exactly.
No, nobody would watch football if that was the
No,
Final
I
Four.
agree. I agree there.
Okay. Well, Jeremy, I'm going to put the spotlight right back on you then
Okay.
and have you pick the championship game and your champ.
All right. I'm gonna go. Hate to do it, but I got Penn State over Clemson.
Wow. Franklin gets over the
He
hump.
finally does it.
Okay. I like it. That's bold. The bold and the beautiful. I love it. Gray?
Yeah, no. James Franklin ain't getting shit. And that would be the worst national championship. Two fucking coaches I
Oh
can't
yeah,
stand.
I agree.
I'd be playing Fortnite all 4 hours.
I mean, if that was the national title, I would definitely root for Penn State and James Franklin. As much as I don't like him, I'd love to
Yeah, oh
see
yeah,
him get over
same.
the hump and fuck Dabo. I hate Dabo with a passion. I would rather watch Michigan win than Dabo.
Wow.
Yeah, that much. Yeah.
Well, so with that being said, I think you're going to see a rematch of last year's playoffs, this year's week one, Ohio State, Texas. Fuck Texas.
All right, Gray has Ohio State over Texas. Um, I was kind of thinking the same thing. I was like, man, I could totally see that rematch. But but I think what's going to happen is that it'll get paired up where the Big Ten teams play and the SEC teams play in my mind here. So it'll be Texas, Georgia semi, Ohio State, Penn State semi. Um, and I think Ohio State and Georgia will be in the final. And I think Ohio State gets that sweet, sweet revenge for the dirty hit on Marvin Harrison in the Peach Bowl a couple years ago and beats Georgia, takes out the SEC, and goes back to back with Julian Sand, the former Alabama quarterback.
Caleb Downs goes out like a winner again.
Yeah, and then gets drafted third
Second.
behind Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm obviously very optimistic and hoping, but yeah, I mean that would be awesome. But it's gonna be a year, man. I can see Ohio State losing easily 3, 4 games this year. They could lose to Texas, Penn State, Illinois, Michigan easily and not even be in the playoff. Um,
Just fucking beat Michigan.
and
God.
if God, I hope so. I could if they're 6-5 and they beat Michigan, I'll be happy. But that's okay. I'm happy all this crap's done with. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I know Michigan loves talking about it because they got away with murder, but that's okay. I'm done. Don't care. I don't want to hear about it anymore. It's time to play football. I'm done with the scandal. I'm just happy it's over. And most of us will move on. Grown-ups won't move on. Or I mean, kids won't move on, but the grown-ups will move on.
Will
So
we?
I will.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm just happy it's over. I don't give a shit anymore. What's done is done. We know the NCAA is corrupt, and that's fine. So,
So, going into UFC, we know DDP lost that belt,
ugh, that was a terrible fight. So boring. So
got
boring.
smothered.
He got laid on for 5 rounds, which is fine. I mean, he couldn't. I mean, Cosmot, as I was texting in our group, Cosmot is a 205er. He's just bigger, badder. It don't matter. He's just that's there. Now, with that being said, if it wasn't a wrestling match, he got his ass whipped. If you look at his face, it was more beat up than DDP's, and DDP struck him 400 times less. 400. Just shows that Cosmo was just having little slaps and shit that weren't doing any damage. He was just moving on the ground. I don't know who's going to beat him at 185. Honestly, don't. I don't think anybody can. Um, so he'll just kind of be boring and hold that belt forever until Dana makes him do something. But DDP, DDP he had a chance to guillotine and rear naked choke him. So it was a shot. Cosmos beatable, but he's just huge. That's all. You get a smaller 185, there ain't no way. Izzy ain't gonna beat him. Not gonna happen. He's gonna get ragdolled. So I don't know what else they have at 185, but they gotta find something. They gotta find something for him. But this week we are in the Shanghai Indoor Stadium, 6 a.m. on Saturday in China for a UFC fight night. Gray, are you on the left?
On the left,
You're on the left.
light
Start.
heavyweight bout from Kyrgyzstan, Uranus Satabaldiv.
And from Borat's homeland of Kazakhstan, Dayar Norgazay.
Uh, Bantamweight bout, no odds on this one either. From China, Zhao Diklong.
No, you know it ain't. It's in China. And from South Korea, Su Young Yu.
And a featherweight bout from China, Yisa.
And from the United States, Weston Wilson.
Weston Wilson is going to sell you a mortgage.
And then whoop your ass if you don't buy it.
Right. And a middleweight bout minus 265 favorite from Brazil, Michelle Pereira.
And
Michelle.
the plus 215 dog from the United States, Kyle Dawkins.
Is this in China? Yeah, I was about to say. In a lightweight bout, minus 250 favorite from China, Guangzhou.
And from the United States, plus 205 dog, Austin, Old Mother Hubbard.
In a flyweight bout, plus 170 dog from the United States, Chuck, I don't give a fuck, Johnson.
If you notice this, it's a flyweight bout, and both guys are ranked 15. Don't know how that's possible when both guys are fighting in the same division. The minus
Interesting.
205 favorite from England, he's a loner, Kavanaugh.
In a flyweight bout, sorry, in a lightweight bout, plus 110 slight dog from China, Machete.
Machete, that's dangerous. And from the United States, minus 130 favorite, Gage Young.
Yeah, Jung. On to the main card, Jesus. Minus 425 favorite from China, Ayalake Nurajai.
I'm pretty sure last year when I had the China card, I was on the left. So you get this is revenge.
Yeah,
Plus,
Jesus. At least a lot of them have one name.
plus 330 dog from Ireland, Kiefer, I'm not Sutherland, Crosby.
And a flyweight bout, minus 166 favorite from China, Sumadarji.
And the plus 140 dog from Peru, Kevin Borjas.
In a heavyweight bout, minus 250 favorite from Mata, Russia, Sergey Pavlovich.
And the plus 205 dog, number sixth ranked heavyweight from the Dominican Republic. Where's Waldo Cortez Acosta?
In a featherweight bout, plus 225 from the United States, Brian Ortega.
Gonna be a banger. And the number seventh ranked featherweight from the United States, former champion, minus 278 favorite, Aljamain Sterling.
In a light heavyweight bout, your main event of the evening, plus 270 dog from Brazil, Johnny, not the black label, Walker.
I'll see. We'll see Black Label here in 2 weeks. And the minus 340 favorite from China, number 14th ranked light heavyweight, Zhang Minyang. Honestly, good card. Unfortunately, it starts at 6 a.m. The main card starts at 6 a.m. So I will not be up at 3 a.m. to watch the undercard, and I might be able to catch the last fight or two, depending on when I wake up. But not a bad card.
Not too bad.
Not
So
too bad.
let's wrap it up. Thanks to Wes Anderson, Ground Quality Landscaping, Counter Bear, DatingTransformation.com, Sparty Steve, Reiki Merch, Paper Dynamart. I think I said Counter Barrett. And good morning and afternoon. Good evening, good night.
These mozzarella sticks from Arby's are delicious.
The new Madden game is out. I'm the Browns, so I have a big challenge ahead of me.